I'm Ed from Socom Tactical, and I thought today we'd have a little bit of a discussion about the different types of batteries you can use for airsoft guns. So we've got three types of batteries in front of us. We have Nimhs, Lipos, and Lions. So we're going to start with the Nimhs. Now I've got two Nimh examples here. We have the twin stick style, and we also have the stick style. There are, of course, block and crane stock style Nimhs as well. Now Nimhs are nickel metal hydride batteries, and usually for airsoft they are in either 8.4 volts or 9.6 volts. Now they're kind of the basic mainstay of the airsoft battery world. They are very easy, particularly for beginners. You just plug them in, wait until they've charged, stick them in your gun, and you're ready to go. They don't require lots of care and attention, so to speak. You don't have to monitor them while they're charging as much, even though you should. And they work. They don't put out quite as much as other types of batteries, but they do put out a good power level and will quite happily run airsoft guns. So there we are. They are all in a circular style, and that's kind of them. Next we have the Lipo batteries. So we've got a block, a stick, and a twin stick here. Now Lipos are lithium polymer batteries, and these are fast becoming the most common type of battery in airsoft. So I can tell you about them. So they put out a better power, as in their output is superior to Nimhs, and thus this means that a 7.4 volt Lipo will usually run a gun that an 8.4 volt Nimh would run, which gives you a bit of an advantage. The other advantage is with Lipos they come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. You can get really quite small ones. See, this one here is a lot thinner than the block one, which means you've got lots of variety for when it comes to fitting in different style airsoft guns. I myself have an AGM Sten that I need to put a very small Lipo in the body because of a different stock I have on it, and I couldn't do that with a Nimh, but I can because I have a very small Lipos. Now with Lipos you do have to be careful with them. When you're charging you have to make sure both leads are plugged in, especially this bounce lead, and you do have to monitor it. They do take a lot less time to charge than Nimhs, but you have to be careful. If you don't have them plugged in right, they can swell and they can end up being ruined, and they have been known to catch fire. However, if you look after them properly, if when they start getting low on power while you're using them, you take it out, plug in a new one, you're all good. If when you're charging you look after them and follow the instructions, they are fine. I've been using Nimhs for a few years now and no issues at all. Just look after them, make sure they're plugged in correctly, make sure you take them out when they get low, and they will run for a long time. And they will last longer if cared for, longer than Nimhs. So our third type of battery is the lithium ions. So as just said, the Lion batteries are lithium ions. We've got two styles here. I've got 7.4 and 11.1. As you can see, they've got a bit of a bigger circumference to the Lipos. However, they do have the same power output as Lipos, except they are more stable, which means even though you do still have to take care of them, make sure they're plugged in correctly and all that, they are, how should we say, they're kind of a good compromise between the Lipo and the Nimh. They've got a little bit of extra size and girth, which means they're not quite as usable in certain smaller spaced guns, but they give you the same power as the Lipo, but the kind of safety of the Nimh. And this makes them a very, very good battery. These are, if you can get these in your guns, I recommend you use these over the other types because they are very good. They've got a very good output, and they are all high milliampage. For example, they do cost more for the higher milliampage, but this is a 2500 milliamp lithium ion battery. I can stick that in the crane stock of an M4 happily. This is a 2200 milliamp Lipo. As you can see, there is a fair difference in size. In fact, yeah, the lithium ion will fit in the same space this would fit in, and you'd still have extra space left over. So that kind of gives you the kind of advantage you get here. This is a bigger crane stock wire one. This is an 11.1 volt 2500 milliamp Lion. So as you can see, it's a bit bigger due to the high voltage. So that's kind of the overview of the batteries. Hopefully this will help make your mind up for what batteries you wish to buy. Thank you for watching.